Hello and welcome to another episode of Extreme Science Daily, the daily science podcast. I hope everyone is seated and well and in the mood for some extreme science knowledge. I am your host, ESD, spreading information to you live on the internet daily. Today is the day of episode number 2 of the Extreme Science Daily podcast. Today's topic is computers. So let us talk about computers. I want to let you learn about computers. What do you already know about computers? Probably not that much. But that's why I'm here, to teach you, increase your knowledge exponentially, and let you partake in my extreme wealth of wisdom that I have amassed over the years. So first, we need to talk about what a computer actually is. What is a computer? That's an age-old question that humanity has been asking themselves since the times of the old Romans, at least. Since the Victorian times, at least. And it's a question easily answered by someone of my intellectual level. Well, you have probably used a computer before. Well, quite actually, you are probably using a computer right now to listen to this episode number 2 of the Extreme Science Daily podcast. And it is apparent to most people in the civilized world today that computers are very useful. In fact, there's no denying that even I am using computers frequently, just as I am right now, recording another episode of Extreme Science Daily for you to enjoy, kick back, listen, relax to, and learn from. So a computer is basically an information machine. It is a machine running wild with electrical currents in small paths through the machine to bring information to you, or process it, or store it. With a computer, you can store your favorite images. How does that work? Well, you just download the image from the computer and the computer puts it on the hard drive for you if you tell it the file name. So it's really that simple. Computers have made our life easier in a lot of different ways. Countless different ways. Not only can we store images and download them from the internet, finally. By the way, who still remembers not being able to store images off the internet? having to buy magazines, cutting out images of your favorite heroes or people that you thought looked interesting. No, we do not need this anymore. Thanks to computers coming into our lives and getting better and better every single day. And without science, computers wouldn't be possible. Computers are made up of science. They have scientific parts inside. Different smaller machines that make up the whole computer, such as the processor, the hard drive, and the power cable. But there are many different ways, as I said before, that computers make our lives easier today. You can use a computer as a calculator. Ever wondered what the fraction of two long numbers, or short numbers with a lot of decimal points, those are the ones I especially like, is? Well, most people, and including myself, if the numbers get too long, are just put off by fractions and multiplications of these long numbers. Because if you have a moderately high intelligence, or have simply learned the necessary techniques to do these calculations, you know the answer's there on the paper, inside your pen's lead mine. But it just takes too long to be worth it. So you can, these days, thanks to science, which I am a part of, and computers, you can just have a calculating program on your computer. You could program it yourself, if you like to, or you can use any program that's already out there. Type in the numbers, tell the computer to divide or multiply, however you like it, and voila, you got your answer right there on the screen. So this is an extreme advantage of the science behind computers that has been brought to us and took away a pain of everyday lives from everybody who can afford a computer. Another advantage of computers is that they're made of mostly plastic and metal. The unique combination of plastic and metal inside a computer is really what makes this incredible modern-day machine work. It allows it to do calculations, combine ones and zeros to enormously long snakes of ones and zeros that almost no human could keep in his or her memory for long enough to do the necessary calculations, and keeps them all in order and intact for you to use. Even this audio recording that I'm doing right now is going to be stored on a computer. The computer takes my voice and transforms it into ones and zeros and puts it onto the hard drive. This is simply amazing. Every time I think about what computers actually do, and how great and fascinating they are. I think about myself turning into a computer myself one day, or rather being stored and saved by a computer myself. I just take a walk and I think about computers, and I think about the word computer, and computer, a beautiful word. It just rings in my head, and then I start to see myself diffusing, becoming translucent, and when I look closer, I imagine my skin and my flesh turning into ones and zeros, dispersing into the air, forming a swirled line into a nearby computer. And there I am, finally stored on the hard drive of one of the most amazing, liberating, and productive machines man has ever been able to imagine. And I feel truly happy. And I would love if you could share this feeling. Just try to imagine it turning into a 1 and a 0. Anyway, the true reason computers came into existence is not easily answered. As far back as about 400 years, a number of people in Europe were contemplating the possibility of a steam-driven machine being able to do calculations, but they never fully realized it. They were lazy and not scientifical-minded enough. Even though their results are interesting, they didn't bring about computers yet. It only took until the last century to fully actualize the vision of having a computer in everyday life, when the internet was born. Then, finally, everybody had computers, and could share knowledge, funny videos, and make those as well with the help of their computers. So now that you've learned about a computer's construction, the applications, and the history of their creation, we're going to come to the last point of today's podcast, an outlook on the future of life with computers. Point A. Computers are going to become better and stronger. The improvement of a computer's power, calculation, science capabilities has been a steady rise, an accelerating rise actually. Each single year you can buy computer parts that are heavily, awesomely, amazingly improved over their last year's counterparts. it is truly amazing and expensive to keep up with the times regarding computers. So we asked the question, are computers ever going to be smarter than humans, able to store more information and process it at a time than any human, or perhaps in the vast future, all humans together can ever do? That's how we get to point B. Point B. The answer is no. But not quite. Is a computer going to be able to exceed the average listener, and his thought, combining possible capabilities? Yes, they kind of already did. But are they going to be able to exceed the minds of the pinnacles of human development? Scientists and bright minds such as myself? No. Never. Not a chance. We are the ones making computers. We are the ones giving birth to them by programming code and feeding them the information they need to live. They cannot outdo us, ever. We are, as a species, forever going to enjoy an improved and happy life full of calculations, images, videos, video games, zeros and ones, with the help of our best mechanical construction, the computer. And on this note, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of today's episode of the Extreme Science Daily Podcast. The Daily Science Podcast. I've been your host, ESD. I hope to have enriched your day with a dense yet relaxing portion of extreme science knowledge, brought to you daily through the internet. Thank you all very much for listening, and have a wonderful day.